Hello, hello, hello. This is Cyborg.
And Bumblebee.
And today we're going to be talking about
Batman Superman World's Finest 2025 Annual Number 1.
God dang, that's a lot going on with that. But so this one is basically going back to the past, to the future, to the future, to the past. It is very confusing, but very interesting, if I do say so myself.
So this is part 3 of the We Are Yesterday situation, crossover, what have you. And if you remember from the other parts of this crossover,
if you were following like good little sleuths, like we told you to,
Grodd said that he was going to go back in time, steal some time traveling items or whatever he said.
And I forget tachyon particles, I think.
And I forgot the specifics of what he said. And he said that he's going to bring back with him his Legion of Doom people in their peak. So this issue, it took me a while, but this issue pretty much shows us what happened when he went back in time.
Hence why I said from the past to the time to the future, from the future to the past.
So he went to the past and he met up with, we have Lex Luthor, we have Bizarro, we have Captain Cold, we have Cheetah, Scarecrow, Sinestro, Black Manta, and the Joker.
But wait. Bizarro's not really a bad guy. He's just misunderstood for the most part.
Well, he's a part of this.
Again, he is misunderstood. He just needed friends, and he's not the brightest bulb in the drawer.
Well, he's hanging out with the wrong people then.
And then he meets Jason Todd, and they become friends, and he's good now. Maybe.
I don't know, but this is past Bizarro.
I understand.
Probably. So he gets all these people together in a room. Obviously, there's a lot of bumping heads. Lex Luthor is questioning him, but Grodd is pretty much like, "Hey, we're all failures."
And everybody gets upset because nobody want to hear that they don't do their job well.
But he said, I'm a failure too. But guess what? I have a plan. I have seen the future, and we gon' if you follow what I say, we will be successful in the future.
But if you don't, well, that's your fault.
Also, in this little interaction of things, we see that I don't know if he himself is able to control the Yellow Lantern ring, or if he went into Sinestro's mind and had him activate the Yellow Lantern ring. But either way, his mind is very powerful.
I mean, he does have the powers of
Martian Manhunter.
Yes. So that enhances his mind powers. So, yeah.
But yeah. He pretty much uses the Yellow Lantern ring to show them what their future is going to look like, which is pretty much them getting defeated, locked up,
or death.
Yes. So they agree to help and follow Grodd's plan,
which is to go back to the future or past and steal some stuff.
Meanwhile, Superman, Batman, and Dick Grayson Robin are fighting a villain in Gotham when they get alerts that, let's see, hold on.
Take your time.
So the Flash in Central City is getting attacked, the Atom in Ivy Town, and Professor Nichols' lab, which I am assuming is in Gotham or somewhere. So these 3 locations are getting attacked. Mm-hmm. And Batman and Superman are like, Nichols has a time ray. Atom protects Professor Hyatt's time pool, and the Flash has a cosmic treadmill. So they kind of put together that whatever they're after has to do with time. So they get going, alerted other people. Batman and Robin are heading to Hyatt's lab, or heading to Nichols' lab. Meanwhile, Superman heads to Central City, where we see Lex Luthor, Bizarro, and Captain Cold are overloading the cosmic treadmill because what they want is the tachyon energy.
Now, Again, this is them being in the past, not the future yet. So they're trying to get all these tachyon particles and all this from wherever they can.
They're trying to gather up all this energy so that they can have it ready and handy for when they get to the future.
Now you have, I believe, Superman and everybody who fighting them off at the moment.
So yes, so Superman shows up in Central City. He defrosts the Flash. So it's the Flash and Superman against Bizarro, Lex Luthor, and Captain Cold. So they're fighting.
Right.
Meanwhile, Grodd is coordinating everything, and he has, I think, I'm not sure if I'm saying her name correctly, but I want to say it's Pythoness, but we'll get to her in a second. So he checks in with the second team, which the second team is at the Dr. Nichols' lab. We have Scarecrow and Joker. They use the fear gas on the guy, and he thinks that he's getting attacked by bees. Scarecrow is like, we should take the ray gun. It's a ray gun. And Gorilla Grodd is like, no, listen to me. We just need the tachyon energy. Leave the gun, because if we mess with the gun, there's going to be consequences throughout, in the timeline. We just need the energy.
At least somebody understands you don't mess with time, but at the same time, he is still going back in time. So
meanwhile, Batman shows up and he's like, what scares the Scarecrow?
Batman.
And we have Batman and Robin taking down the Joker and Scarecrow.
My gosh. He's so scary. He just comes out the shadows.
They get dosed with fear toxin. Robin scared.
Because fear toxin.
He's seeing the Joker attacking him with the hammer.
Another Robin gets scared because Joker is swinging something at them.
But luckily, Batman has the antidote to fear toxin. He gives himself and Dick Grayson Robin a dose, and the effects of the fear toxin go away.
Now, there's a reason why she continuously says Dick Grayson Robin and not just Robin.
We will get there, though.
Oh, I wasn't going to say it. I was going to let you say it.
So continuing on, in the last location, Professor Hyatt's laboratory in Ivytown, where the Atom is, we see Black Manta, Cheetah, and Sinestro have taken out the Atom. He's not dead, but he's definitely knocked out. And they are successfully gathering the tachyon energy when Plastic Man shows up and gives them a run for their money. That is until they activate a magnet, and that, almost takes them out. But just in the nick of time, none other than the Green Lantern shows up. Just in time to help Plastic Man take these guys down. Meanwhile, going back to Batman, Robin, Scarecrow, and the Joker, Dick Grayson Robin gets hit with the time ray and disappears.
Robin! Where is he? Where is he? Oh, sorry. Where is he? Where is he?
And then we cut back to Central City, and Grodd is like, get the treadmill going, get the tachyon energy, and get out of there. So we
about to die.
So Bizarro gets back on the treadmill, overloads it, and a side effect of overloading the cosmic treadmill is that time around slows down. So they are able to do what they got to do because Superman and the Flash are slowed down as a result of the overloading. And then everyone is back together. They have brought back all the tachyon energy that they have collected, and they're waiting. Grodd is waiting he's like, I'm waiting for one thing to come. And next thing you know, the Justice League shows up in the Hall of Doom, which is where Pythoness comes in handy.
Oh, does she now?
Yes. She does some magic. And what her magic is doing is making the Justice League forget who all was doing and attacking these 3 locations.
Except for one.
They kind of created a scapegoat. And who did they choose to be the scapegoat? Cheetah. Cheetah got left behind, and they put all the blame of whatever on Cheetah. So Cheetah gets left behind and locked up. The Justice League is trying to figure out what's going on. They're like, did she really do all this on her own? And they're trying to figure it out. And, like, I don't think she's capable. And then Superman's like, she's not because we caught her. But, it's just something's fishy.
And it ain't Aquaman.
Meanwhile, Dick Grayson is still missing. But cut to the present day, because that was all in the past.
Correct.
When in the past? Well, the past enough for Dick Grayson to still be Robin and not Nightwing. So now we're jumping to present day. Present day, Justice League Unlimited and all that going on. And we see that Dick Grayson Robin got transported to present day. And he's on the watchtower. And Batman's like, who? Yeah. And he's looking around and we got Robin and we got Nightwing in the same room.
So what you're saying is that there's two...
Batman's looking at two different Dick Graysons. He has two dicks.
You heard it here first, guys. Batman has two dicks now.
He made me say it.
Now let's continue.
So that is the end of this portion of this special, annual special. And this is part 3 of the We Are Yesterday crossover. Part 4 is going to come out, I think, in maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Possibly.
I believe so. I could be wrong. But in a couple weeks, part 4 will come out. Part 4 of 6. So that's coming. But just as a side note, the rest of this issue is the origin of John Stewart Green Lantern. Since it's not completely necessarily a part of the crossover,
really discuss this one, but we do want you guys to read that because it does give a hint on his backstory from where he was to where he's at.
Yeah, so I will say, we'll leave that part for you to read. It is interesting. I can't say that I know a lot about John Stewart, but I feel like this is an interesting origin story that they told at the end of this issue. So pick it up for yourself. Read that part for yourself. It's a good read. It kind of explains some things about him. In the end, we see him come into himself.
Yes. So you guys check out your local comic book store, pick it up. You won't regret it. You can follow along with us, read other comic books. And if you cannot, there is also
the DC Infinite app.
Check it out. You'll love it. Take care, guys. Peace.